Can you hear me? Yes, this is good. I don't know what's going on with my phone. It does this weird thing with screen just stops responding if you tap it. So my theory is that when they send out and when they have a new iPhone, they just send out a message to all of their minion iPhones to start breaking so that we all buy new iPhones. I'm convinced of this because this is definitely what's happening. Okay, let's see if I can add my girlfriend now. Oh, yeah, there we go. Okay. It was definitely that it needed a restart. Okay, Jules.
Oh, damn, girl, finally.
Yes!
I
It's
don't
my
understand.
phone, man. It's something is wrong with my phone.
Thank you for turning on the light because I did look like some sort of ghost.
Yeah, I feel like it's bright enough. How are you? What are you guys doing?
I'm very good. Do you know? Oh, sorry. Do not. No one
This
cares.
is one of my best friends. This is Jules. She's amazing, and I miss hugging her so much.
Oh, bless your heart. I had to put eyebrows on for this. I hope you know.
I put your eyebrows on. So was it me, or were you just not answering because you needed to put your eyebrows on?
That's not true. That was not true. It just wasn't working because you're terrible at doing this.
No.
And then you came back and it was muted.
I didn't do that. That's just my phone. I swear there's something wrong with it.
It's those phones. It's those phones. What I was gonna say, sorry, I'm just staring at the TV. We were watching Grumpy Old Men, and Shah has not.
I'm sorry. What were you watching?
Grumpy Old Men.
Oh, the movie. Oh, the movie. Oh
yeah.
my gosh.
No, we weren't.
You got so mad at me.
In quarantine. We weren't just probing on some Grumpy Old Men. But
I was concerned for a second. That didn't seem like something you guys would be. Oh, people are wondering if you're a Kiwi. Sure is.
Yes, I am. Yes, I'm not Australian.
Has Char seen Grumpy Old Men?
No, that's why we were watching it, and I was so excited. And then she immediately started to hate one of the main characters, and so it's. But now she's getting back to it.
Oh my God, Jules! You know who's here? Bridget is here. Can we do a three-way Instagram live?
Oh, see, now you've just sent the fans into a whole spin.
Bridget, can you? Oh, I don't think I can. I think it's only two.
It's two. Is it better to have Danny on because she's more exciting?
No. Danny's. We're gonna do it another way. She's putting her kids to bed.
Yes.
So,
yes.
Okay, so Shar enjoyed Grumpy Old Men. So this is something that I should be watching.
Sure, it's like a 1996 movie, and it's that sort of humor.
Is that how we've gotten now? You're going all the way back to 96?
Yeah, we've officially run out of movies to watch now that we're in quarantine and we're just having
What
to go.
What do you mean? There's nothing on the Amazon account? I cannot believe, by the way, guys, Jules and Charlotte and me and Bridget are all using the same Amazon account and my parents.
Yeah.
We've completely cracked the code.
You don't have Crave, by the way, do you?
I don't have Crave. No, I'm sorry. I have Netflix account, an Amazon account, and
I have Disney. Do you want Disney?
Yes. Guys, don't do this. This is bad and illegal. Yes. Every household is supposed to have their own account.
But isn't it like, can't you have a couple of devices and your device just be in a different house?
Yeah, but like what? So my devices are in 4 separate houses?
Yes, of course it is. Yes.
But on the TV and on my phone, I'm shocked that it's still working.
Is it appropriate that we did this live, or should we have just...
We should have had this conversation privately, yeah. This is not a good live conversation to have.
I look so gray compared to you. Do you have a filter on?
No, I'm just in my bedroom where these lights are very warm. They're like the Edison bulbs.
Okay, let me put some...
I don't have a filter on, no.
Oh, hold on.
We could play with that, though. What filter are you going to use? I'm going to use...
This is a Kylie.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, here we go. I'm happy with this. I'm
This
fine
is
with
like
this.
kind of what you looked like when I first met you. You had black hair and dark lips.
Yep, still have the more grey hair now than anything, but
You don't have gray hair.
oh yeah, I do, and they get picked out like every week.
Don't, Jules, don't pick them out.
But I'm gonna dye them all the time.
Yeah, but if you pick them out, you're gonna be bald.
Yeah. Oh,
Like you can't just.
is that
pull
what's
your
happening?
hair out.
See, look at this. This is, yeah. Okay, I need to get off this soon.
Where's Charlotte? Does Charlotte not?
She's standing in the corner. She won't participate in it. No, there's no participating in it. She's gone red, and I can't even see her. That's how
really. Oh my God, was she like, do not go?
No, she was like, go on the chat with Kat, but she's like, I will not participate, and she was in the room. Also, my brother was on this before, and I had him up for joining.
Oh really?
Yeah,
I've never video chat with your brother. I would like to meet him.
Yes, he's very cool, but he's currently working at the moment. He had to go back to work.
Is he working
from home?
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Shall we read some of these comments?
Mm-hmm. They say they were cute.
Hey, Charlotte, you got a shout out.
Who is, I'm a big fan of your show. Yay. They're just gonna ignore us. No, we're not ignoring you. We're reading your comments.
Yeah. Sorry, no, I was a little self-involved. I took Kat away from you all. No. I'm sorry. Let's go back. Look,
I think they're worried that you're gonna have a receding hairline.
Oh.
And so everyone is advising you not to pull your gray hair out.
Okay.
I agree.
Do you hear that? Okay.
Guys, I think you should know that Jules is a great movie buff, and if you have any pop culture questions that you should ask her. Oh, nice filter.
Hey, someone asked if I was a Meryl Streep fan.
Oh my God! Why don't you tell your Meryl Streep story?
But they probably don't want to hear from me. They probably want to hear from you.
Yes, this is an excellent story. They definitely would like to hear.
Where do we begin? Okay. So Kat also saw Meryl Streep, by the way. So this is not just my story. This is her
This
story.
Is a group story. I'll chime in, but it's your story to tell.
Okay. Where do we start? Okay, so Kat and I bonded over our Meryl Streep obsession. Someone was a little bit more obsessed with Meryl than the other person, but still, it was very mutual. And so Meryl was in Toronto last year for TIFF.
No, September. Wasn't it just this September? Yeah.
Yeah, that was last year.
Okay, sorry, last year. I still think of the years in like school years.
Yeah.
Last year, 2019.
I don't get the school years because, we go from January to December with school, whereas you break. Okay, anyway, boring. Okay, where was I? Meryl.
So September.
Mm-hmm.
It was September.
It was September, and we tried to get TIFF tickets. Kat created an account so that we could specifically get this Meryl.
Now you're muted. Okay, I can't hear you. Can you hear me? Can anyone hear me? Or Jules, you can hear me? No. See? It wasn't me. See, I didn't do anything though. Can you guys who are watching this, can you hear me? Can't. This is okay. So you guys can hear me, but we can't hear her. What the F? See, this is proof that. Okay, can I and text you? No, I can't. Kat, yes. Jules, no. Okay, Jules, you go away and then come back. I'm gonna text you because you need to tell this Meryl story. I'm gonna remove Jules just for a second because this is a very good story and I want you guys to hear it. Let me try adding her again. At least the adding thing is still working. See, it's not me, guys. I'm not that dumb. I'm dumb a lot, but not. Oh, good.
Are we back?
See? You made fun of me, but look, then it happened to you, so I'm not that dumb.
You're not at all on any level.
No.
Here we go. Just tell her to go away and then come back.
Okay, so keep telling your story, but you need to choose an appropriate Meryl filter. I will switch mine also.
How do? Oh, like, is there a mural? Oh, okay. I thought you said. I thought you meant there was a mural filter. I got it. Okay.
You got really excited, didn't you?
I did.
We'll hearts coming out of your head seems appropriate.
Okay, great. Okay, fantastic. Oh, okay. Yes. Okay. Damn, girl. No, you look great.
Wow.
Where's that? I want that.
That's good. I like that. I feel like this should be on a t-shirt or something.
What? It should be with your face in it. Where's? Okay, no, this is cute because okay, I got
cute.
this.
Go with that one.
Oh my god. Okay.
Okay, so it was September. It was TIFF. We made several accounts trying to get reserved TIFF tickets so that Jules could go and see Meryl. Go.
We did. And Kat and Shah. And so in any way, we ended up getting tickets on StubHub and it cost like half my rent. But I was like, this is not going to be the opportunity where I miss out on Meryl Streep because Lord knows when that was going to happen again. So anyway, we go to the laundromat. Shah and I are in the front row. Kat got a last minute ticket. She was working and she was in like the bottom area, but in the back. They like someone comes on stage and we're not going to have like the panel or the actors and directors come out yet. We're just going to show you the film and then they're going to come afterwards. So it made me not enjoy.
Okay, but tell everybody where you were sitting. Is that going to come out?
Oh,
okay. Okay.
Okay. And so anyway, we watched this movie. I didn't care about the movie at all. I was in the room somewhere and she'll be on stage and literally be like 6 meters away from her. Anyway, she gets on stage and I know how these TIFF premiere things go. They let the audience ask like 3 or 4 questions and then that's it. So I knew I had to get in there. And so one person gets up and asks a question, pretty dull old question. I was like, what a waste of a question. And then it's my turn. And they pick me and I stand up. And I had told Shah and Kat that if picked that I would ask a question about the movie. I was never going to do that. All I was going to do was stand there and profess my love for Meryl Streep. And I did that in a very classy way. I just stood there and did a little thing about the movie. I was just like, a hard topic to cover, but blah, blah, blah. It was great. And then I said,
okay, why can't I hear you? Wait, no, hold on. Pause. The climax of your story it's breaking up. So do not speak anymore. This is terrible. I can't hear you. Okay, take your filter off. Could it be the filters? I'm gonna go with no filter. Oh my gosh, she's still talking. Jules, are you still talking? We can't hear you anymore. Oh my God, just when you were about to get to the climax of your story. This is so sad. Okay. Guys, this is the best part of the story, and we can't hear her. So I'm going to add her again. I love how I'm watching the numbers at the top. Just people are leaving and leaving because they can't hear anything or because they're bored. But we're going to finish the story. This is the part where it gets good. Oh, balls. Now I can't click on anything. Okay, I'm adding Shar. So Shar, give your phone to Jules. This is the commercial breaks. This is exactly it. Waiting for Shar. Charlotte, just give your phone to Jules. Oh my God, don't do that. It'll confuse it even more.
This is so... My story got interrupted. The people keep leaving and coming back because they can't hear me. What point did we get up to with the story?
So
really, this live thing is all about me.
Set the scene. So you were in the front row. We watched the movie. It was called The Laundromat. It was fine. It was a good movie. It was a really good Meryl movie, though. She had an incredible performance.
Yeah, she was drowning in a boat. It was amazing, but I cared not for the movie, and I was more interested about talking to the mural. What bit did you get up to?
Okay, so what you were saying was they only let the audience ask like 3 questions. So you knew you had to get in there, and you had told Charlotte and me that you were going to ask a question about the movie. But yes, you stood up and you said.
And that's where we got to? Oh, wow. A really great moment to
I know.
Stop. Oh, my God. I'm so excited. Anyway, this is going to be anticlimactic now. But so I stood up and I thought I'd better say something about the movie, but I can't really remember what it was. It was more like hard topic to cover, even though I didn't understand a lot of the money talk in the movie.
I don't think anybody really understood that movie.
No. And I was just like, I started talking about myself, of course. I just said, my name is Jules, and I've been waiting 8 years to get here in this moment, and to be here in front of you, Meryl, is the honor of a lifetime. And she grabbed her heart and she bowed at me. And then when I sat down, she did it again. And it was the most amazing moment of my life, because you imagine meeting your idol and someone that you absolutely adore, and you imagine maybe seeing them in a street and just, having like a terrible fumbling moment with them, but all my words came out properly, and that reaction from her was just divine.
She touched her what?
Her heart.
Okay. I just didn't want it to get into the accent, lost in translation in your Kiwi accent. So I want to make sure everyone understood that she touched her heart.
On a daily basis, Kat asked me to repeat my words because she doesn't understand a lot of them.
That's what makes you so special, though.
Does anyone want to ask me questions about Kat that I can answer?
Oh, fuck. That's funny.
Shall we play that game? Yeah. And then I'll leave, because I know that maybe...
No, don't leave.
But maybe
I have nothing interesting to say. You're making this very entertaining.
You have all the interesting... Okay, here we go.
She touched her soul.
She did touch her soul.
Also, yes. Not to be confused with her breast. She touched her breast. Her upper breast.
After that moment.
And you touched your breast. That's really what happened.
There were many touched that night. Okay.
How did we meet, Jules?
Okay, there we go. I was working for... well, not working because they didn't pay me, but I was writing for 2 years for an incredible website called Narrative Muse, which focuses on women in film and entertainment. And I had watched Winona Earp. I think my friend had told me to watch it because it was it was kind of up my alley. It was like a mixture of all these different genres in one, and it was written by a female, and it was just amazing quality. So I watched it and immediately knew that I kind of wanted to interview someone from the show for the website, and I got in touch with Kat. She wrote me back after like, I think it was 4 weeks. And it was this incredible, no, you're Kat Barrell, come on.
So bad.
And it was this email of just apologies. So you can tell that she's Canadian. She was just like, so sorry, oh my God, this came to my work email and I didn't see it, and I'm so interested in interviewing for this. And she couldn't have been more lovely. And then I took a day off work at my other job to interview Kat, and she never Skyped me, and I was like, oh.
You never told me that you took a day off of work.
Yeah, and
oh my God, I'm a horrible person. How did I fuck that up?
You're absolutely not a horrible person. And you interviewed for this tiny wee website that you had, you know.
That's so bad, though. That's so bad. That's before I had a good system in place for keeping track of
things. And it was before you knew what time
it was such early days. That was like after season 1 had aired, right? Like I wasn't, I didn't have any help organizing things. I'm going to blame it on that.
Yeah, great. Yeah. So anyway, we missed that. And then a couple of hours later, you messaged and you were like, I messed up the time. I'm so sorry. Sorry, this is a really long story. Anyway, I interviewed her through work. It's how we met. And then I was moving to Toronto like 4 or 5 months after that. And we talked about that in the interview. And then we kept in touch because the article was taking so long to be published. And I was just like, I'm so sorry. I don't know when it's coming out, but it is coming out. And then when I was here in Toronto, it took us a wee while to meet. But when did we first hang out?
I don't remember. Okay, so I remember we went to the Woodbine races, and that was like earlier days in our friendship.
Yes. Yeah.
But then we went for ice cream.
We did. We went for
Remember, and you had gone through that horrible breakup, and you were very, very, very upset.
Oh God, that was the worst. That was the pits. Yeah. She was from Whitby.
Don't. She who shall not be named.
She who shall not be named.
But was that like one of the first? That wasn't the first, but it was that summer.
Yeah.
It was summer.
Yeah.
Because I had been living away too.
Yep.
And then we became really good friends super fast. And then you left for a while.
I went to your bachelor.
And then that's the night.
Hens night. We call it a hens night.
The hens night. Tell us about the hens night, Jules.
Am I allowed to?
Yeah, you can tell them.
Okay, great.
It's a funny story.
This is a great story.
And Bridget's probably still on here, so she'll get a good laugh out of it.
I'm hoping.
Because it was you and Bridget, and that's when you guys really bonded.
Yeah, it was. And I know a lot of the comments are like, we're only here for Way Hot, but I promise, like, she'll get back to that in 2 seconds. I just have to
No, they're not. They're not. That's what I'm watching. I'm watching the comments. They're not.
Okay, cool. So I didn't know Kat very well. Like, we'd become fast friends, but I didn't know, like, she wasn't one of my best friends at that stage. And so we had a great hens night. We went axe throwing.
We went axe throwing. Hens night is a bachelorette for those of you guys who.
I just can't say that word. I muck it up every time. I don't want to embarrass myself further in this. And I'm not going to get a lot of hate for this, am I? You've given me permission to tell you this story.
No, they're going to people are going to love this story.
Okay.
Yeah.
So axe throwing, drinking, we all went out for dinner. There was like, I don't know, how many people of us?
It was like people came in and out throughout the night, but first we did axe throwing and then went for dinner and then we wanted to go dancing. So we went to this random bar.
Yeah.
And they had pinball machines. Like, that's sort of all I remember, which could maybe give you guys a precursor to where this is going. They had pinball machines. There are pictures of me with like a crown on.
Oh yeah. We dressed up.
Yeah, we zhuzhed up pretty good.
And then there was just a point in time where like one of Kat's friends was like, there has to be one person who's more drunk than Kat. There has to be that one person so that, you know, like we're not all like, oh, she's the drunkest person and we have to take her home. So
God bless Claire. That was Claire.
Claire, there we go. So Claire got the most drunk, and then I don't know, I'm quite old, so it was like what, midnight, and I needed to go home, and I was like, I'm gonna go home, girls, and I was like, I'm just gonna say goodbye to Kat, and I went like I was just like, okay, bye, I'm leaving now, and she was like, no, you're not, you're gonna come home, you're gonna come home with us. There's a Bridget staying and a couple other girls, and Ray's at home. So come over and stay the night. And I was like, oh, don't have my toothbrush, but oh, all right. So then we all went back to Kat's house. Ended up just being Bridget and Kat and I talking like a little later on. Maybe we still had a drink in our hand, I'm not sure. And I slept down on the couch. And Bridget
talking once we got home. Because you know why? Because I set myself a social media limit on my phone, and I have now gone over it, but that's okay. I've ignored it for today.
Also, what is this? This is happening.
Don't pull it out.
Oh, it was on the wrong side, you see. It was on the wrong side. Yeah. So I was going to sleep on the couch. Bridget was in the guest room, and then obviously you and Ray were in your room, and it was maybe about like 5 minutes after everyone in the house had like settled down and it was quiet and everyone was like calm. And all of a sudden I hear like footprints, because I've got wooden floors, footprints of someone getting up. Footsteps. Thank you, Sha. Footsteps. And I was like, oh, maybe she's feeling a little bit sick. I hear someone, because I didn't know who it was at this stage, but of course it was Kat, drop to their knees, and all you heard was like water running at a high speed. And it wasn't water running, it was Kat projectile vomiting all over like the hallway floor. So she comes out of her room and it goes into a hallway, and then to the right it's a bathroom, and she didn't get to the bathroom, it was just on the hallway, and it was so much vomit. And she's not she's a tiny person, like she's very small in the waist. Her stomach is like this big, and I couldn't believe that all of this was coming out of this person. And I came upstairs, and by that stage Bridget had come out of the room, and we were just
and Karis there? No, Karis wasn't there. No, it was just Bridget.
Yeah,
and Ray was like, you guys did this, I'm out. You're dealing with this. This is your night. I shouldn't even be here right now. I am out.
Ray tapped out of that so fast. I was like, future husband, where are you going? And he was just like, no, not dealing with it. And Kat was, after she had completed the vomit, she did another one. And
oh my God, there were two.
Yeah, there were two. And she
remember where this happened. It literally happened. Can I turn my camera on?
Yeah, sure.
Right there. Right there.
Right there.
On the way to the bathroom.
I described that very well.
You did.
Yep.
You really painted the scene.
And so after the second vomit, so Bridget and I were standing there, and Kat's on all fours. She looks up and she's like, because
so let's just preface this. So Bridget and I have been friends since the 6th grade. Bridget is like a lifer. So then I proceeded to say, so continue, just for context.
Yeah, and so Bridget and I went to bend down and like start to clean up this mess. And
you got the rubber gloves from the kitchen, didn't you? I seem to remember someone with rubber gloves.
Yeah, so Bridget had gone down. I went in bare hands I'm not sure why. Bridget went down to get the gloves, came back up, and we went to like bend down to start cleaning up. And Kat's like, no, no, Julie, you can't see me like this. No, we're new friends. We're new friends. You can't see me like this. Bridget, you can clean up the vomit, but Jules, no. And it just persisted like that for 5 minutes. And then, this is the best part, she started to scoop up her own vomit with her hands because she didn't want anyone else to do it.
She even completely intoxicated. I'm still making effort. And then I have a memory of watching you guys walk outside to the trash can.
We didn't have pants on.
You
We
had
had
pants on, that's right.
We had no pants on. And there was two of us, Bridget, who I had just kind of become friends with, out at 3 o'clock in the morning, finding a rubbish bin or a trash can, or however you North Americans say it, and like in the middle of the night with just their underpants on in the middle of the park that's outside Kat's house, and we were just trying to find this trash can to dump her vomit in that filled up an entire rubbish bag, by the way. Gone. And then we all went to bed, and then the next day we watched Big Mouth.
Big Mouth. It was so good. And we ordered breakfast sandwiches delivered, Uber Eats, remember?
Yeah.
Those were so good.
Yep. So anyway, that's the story.
That's the story. That's what solidified our friendship.